back at Wetlands Z1, and it is looking a little thinner here, isn't it? Because I did a lot of chop and drop and stuff last night before sundown, I should say. We've been thinning a lot of these guys out, these elderberries. Probably need to thin a little bit of that out, but then again, I might want that little privacy fence there. That creates like a really nice little dense, you know. And this is the third time, believe it or not, that I've tried to start this video. The first time I kind of just rambled on and didn't get anything said. The second time I just wasn't happy with it. Do you ever have an off day or something when you're like trying to do something over and over and over again? Well, yesterday was Easter. Hope everybody had a nice Easter. So we got a little kind of like a trail there, so I tried to thin some of the elderberries out that's in our way for like a future trail, I guess you would say. And I trimmed quite a bit of the stuff that wasn't blooming yet, you know, that hasn't created a flower head yet, and I probably will do a little bit more. So we're going to focus the plant's energy. Remember, elderberries usually propagate through root suckers, so you could see a 50-foot line and it'd be the same actual tree. So as tree 1, 2, 3, these big, you know, bushes here are like blooming or producing bloom heads, over there 50 foot away or 5 foot away or 10 foot away, they're just wasting their plant's energy by, you know, sprouting up 8, 9, 10 foot. As you can see, there is like no bloom head there formed at all, and that thing's like 8 or 9 foot tall, so that's all wasted energy. But we've been chopping and dropping as well. As you can see, a bunch of chop and drop stuff here, all around the tree. Mostly elderberries, but we got some like box elders and stuff that I just threw down there. So that should hopefully help feed back into the elderberries, so they're not wasting as much energy just growing new plants, and they're getting some of the energy back from those plants by throwing them down here and letting them decompose. On the tea plants the other day, I didn't show you guys that I planted black nightshade, aka garden huckleberry. I think 5 of them here, and I might put a few more here as I find ones that are just in places they don't belong. I don't want to trample, you know, stomp them and kill them and all that. And if I haven't somewhere I need to put, you know, need to clear out or whatever, I can just put them here, and maybe later I'll have like a dedicated spot for them. Yeah, probably between 50 and 100 pounds of box elder elm wood that we've just chopped and pulled down and spread all around the elderberries here. And some of the larger sticks that we kind of stripped, we just threw on this wood pile here. Of course, there are a few leaves, but for the most part, the primary smell out here when we get a good flush or whatever of sweet scent is from these Japanese honeysuckles. They're invasive, but they're not too bad right now. If they compete too much with our native stuff, we'll yank it and burn it. Oh my gosh, they smell good. We even have a really pretty pokeweed here with some red leaves, and very pretty here. Probably have a few pokeweed plants in here. Something we may actually even plant, like just, you know, dig up from elsewhere and just make a pokeweed or poke salad, you know, garden. One more invasive is the Virginia creeper. I think it's native here, but it just overrides everything. And luckily I'm not allergic to it. See, I can rub it all over. I can pull it, cut it. The oils or nothing bothers me. We need to clip it from the ground and then put it on a burn pile to create like some potash or whatever. So I'm going all the way to like the wettest part of my yard to try to divide a little Royal Fern. So this ought to be fun. There's probably a you know, 10 or 12 foot section of root, you know, crowns or whatever. So I'm just going to try to get enough for one, And if it's unsuccessful, hopefully what's left will just survive here. And I may end up just having to buy some Royal Fern plugs or crowns. This is it right here. I guess there's the pollen or whatever. I did not get Big Mama out. I got a little one here. So this thing just about killed my butt trying to get it out. Big old stuck tuber. Well, we probably broke most of the leaves. So we're just gonna hope that this guy survives. I'm gonna put it here close to the taro bed, where it's got plenty of shade and plenty of wetness here. And we're gonna see what happens. Yeah, it looks rough now, and hopefully we'll remember where it's at. We just, look at the soil here. That's just broke down so good. That is not black. It's brown, it's moist. Wow, a lot of insect activity. So as you can see, this is a royal fern. And we're gonna water it and just see what happens.